All right, you guys, we're going to go over some problems in our skills practice books that are going to help us with our Module 2, Topic 2 test that we're going to take. So, first of all, it's been a while since we've been together, so let's go over a couple of key points to remember. Okay. Um, you can find a blank space in your book if you want to write these down. You're welcome to do that and just write it anywhere on a blank page in your book to just kind of help you study for this test tomorrow. Okay. So number one, we learned that y equals mx plus b is the equation of a line. We call this the slope intercept form because we have the slope right here and the y-intercept right here. Okay, so the most important thing to remember is that m is the slope and b represents the y-intercept. So let's talk about what those are really quick. M is equal to the slope. We can also call slope the rate of change. We can call it the steepness of the line. We can call it the rise over the run. Anytime, here's a key point. Anytime in a problem that we see the words each or per, that's going to be talking about the slope. So, for instance, if they say, two friends went to the movies and the price for each was $8, then we know that's the slope. If they say you bought a new cell phone and it costs 30 cents per minute, then the slope would be 0.30, 30 cents. Okay, so per or each, that's going to tell you that you're talking about the slope. Okay, I'm going to erase this, so pause if you need to, and then I'm going to talk about the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is our starting point. Rewrite that. Okay. Or the beginning. And on a graph, it's where the line crosses the y-axis. Where the line crosses the y-axis. So our coordinates for the y-intercept are always going to be 0 on the x and then whatever our y-intercept is. So if we say, if it's going down, like this line I just wrote right here, we might say, we lose 2 feet of water every hour from our swimming pool. And then it might say, we started out, oops, sorry, with 10 feet. So, what would be our y-intercept and what would be our slope? Here's another key, 2 feet of water that's like saying each, 2 feet of water each hour. So our y-intercept in this case would be 0, 10, and the slope would be 2. So our y equals mx plus b for this little scenario right here that I just made would be y equals -2, I should say -2 because we lose. We're going down, it's a negative. -2x plus 10 because we're starting out at a positive 10 feet. So that's an example for you of how we're going to find our slope and our y-intercept. So one more thing, I'm going to erase this. If you need to take a minute to um, write that down, you can pause. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so one more thing that you will have on your reference sheet is the slope formula. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you find 2 points on your line and figure out what your x and y coordinates are. So you find 2 points on your line, figure out what your x and y coordinates are for those 2 points, and then you plug them into the formula and solve for your slope. And we'll do some practice of that in just a minute, but these are just some key points to remember. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. And then when I come back in a second video, we're going to do some practice problems. Okay, so continue watching to the next video.